You're fast asleep. Then suddenly, you jolt awake for no reason, or you can't move, or you hear a loud explosion inside your head, or you find yourself walking around the house with zero memory of getting up. Your brain isn't broken, it's just glitching. And today, we're going to explain every single one of those glitches in under 6 minutes. Let's go. You're drifting off to sleep and suddenly, your whole body jerks violently awake. Maybe you felt like you were falling.
Your heart is racing. What just happened? That's called a hypnic jerk, also known as a sleep start. And here's the wild part. Up to 70% of people experience hypnic jerks at least once in their life, with around 10% experiencing them daily. Here's what's happening inside your body. As you fall asleep, your muscles begin to relax completely, a state called atonia. Sometimes your brain interprets this sudden relaxation as falling. In a panic, it sends a "wake up, brace yourself" signal,
causing your legs or arms to kick out. There's also an evolutionary theory. Some evolutionary biologists suggest this is a primate reflex. Our ancestors slept in trees, and if they relaxed too much, they could fall to their death. So your brain is basically still protecting you from falling out of a tree. Thanks, evolution. Anxiety, caffeine, nicotine, stress, and sleep deprivation may make hypnic jerks more likely to occur. Totally harmless, just annoying. You wake up. Your mind is fully conscious, but your body completely frozen. You can't move a single muscle, and sometimes you see something terrifying in the corner of the room. This is sleep paralysis, and it's one of the most frightening things your brain can do to you. REM sleep is characterized by muscle atonia. The body is physically paralyzed to prevent you from acting out your dreams, as the brain is still sending signals to move the body according to dream content.
This paralysis is critical so as not to harm yourself or others while sleeping. Sometimes, though, the brain experiences a glitch and inadvertently wakes you up while your body is still experiencing paralysis. Waking up unable to move is scary on its own, but the dreams from REM can influence what you see or feel when you wake up, making the experience even scarier.
3 distinct types of hallucinations commonly accompany sleep paralysis. Intruder hallucinations, perceiving a dangerous presence. Incubus hallucinations, sensations of chest pressure or suffocation. And vestibular motor hallucinations, experiences of floating, flying, or out-of-body sensations. This explains why, across centuries and cultures, people described demons, ghosts, and monsters sitting on their chests at night. It was sleep paralysis all along.
You wake up in the kitchen with no memory of walking there, or your roommate tells you that you were wandering the halls last night, eyes open, staring at nothing. Welcome to sleepwalking, or as scientists call it, somnambulation. Here's the counterintuitive part. Sleepwalking happens during NREM sleep, not REM dreaming sleep like many people assume. Neurologically, sleepwalking is accompanied by an unexpected spike in nervous system activity, causing the person to be stuck somewhere between sleep and wakefulness. The brain is partially awake, resulting in behavioral activity, and partially in NREM sleep, resulting in no conscious awareness of those actions. It's more common in children, and usually occurs 1 to 2 hours after falling asleep during N3 sleep, the deepest stage of non-REM sleep. And no, you should not be afraid to wake a sleepwalker. That's a myth. Gently guiding them back to bed is perfectly fine.
You're just about to fall asleep and suddenly, boom, a deafeningly loud explosion goes off inside your head. No pain, no injury, but your heart is pounding and you're completely terrified. This is called exploding head syndrome. And yes, that is its real scientific name. Exploding head syndrome is a benign parasomnia characterized by the perception of a sudden loud noise during sleep, leading to abrupt awakening.
These episodes occur during the transition between wake and sleep and typically last less than a second. Although the perceived sounds are commonly described as explosions, gunshots, or thunder, they can be almost any loud noise. Scientists believe this happens because of a hiccup in the reticular formation, the part of the brain responsible for overseeing the general shutdown at sleep onset. This results in a sudden burst of neural activity in the areas responsible for processing sound,
as if all the neurons fire at once. The good news? The condition is harmless. As long as you're not having pain during an episode, it's not anything to worry about. You're not quite asleep, but you're not awake either. Suddenly you see vivid, strange images. Faces, shapes, flashing lights, even though your eyes are closed. You might hear your name being called, or feel like you're floating. This is called hypnagogia, the twilight zone between wakefulness and sleep. This fascinating period is often referred to by researchers as threshold consciousness, the gradual disengagement of the executive cognitive functions that govern alert,
linear thought. The mental phenomena occurring during this transition commonly encompass lucid or abstract thoughts, fragmented dreams, vivid sensory hallucinations, and occasionally sleep paralysis. Hypnagogic jerks affect between 60% and 70% of people. The sensation of falling, often accompanied by a sudden muscle jerk that snaps the person back to alertness, is among the most universally recognized hypnagogic experiences. Interestingly, artists and scientists throughout history, including Thomas Edison and Salvador Dali, deliberately tried to stay in this state longer to harvest creative ideas from it. Your partner tells you that you had a full conversation last night. You have zero memory of it. That's sleep talking, or somniloquy, and it's more common than you think. Sleep talking can happen during any stage of sleep, both REM and NREM. During REM sleep, the content may be connected to your dreams. During NREM,
it tends to be more random, incoherent mumbling. The motor control of speech is simply not fully switched off. It's completely harmless, though what you say might be embarrassing. No, you won't reveal your secrets. Sleep talking is rarely coherent enough to be incriminating. So there you have it. 6 sleep glitches, all explained. The hypnic jerk, sleep paralysis, sleepwalking, exploding head syndrome, hypnagogia, and sleep talking. All of them feel terrifying in the moment. None of them, in normal circumstances, are dangerous. Your brain is an incredibly complex machine running 24 hours a day, managing thousands of processes at once. Sometimes it glitches during the transition between wake and sleep. That's not a flaw. That's just proof of how much work it's quietly doing every single night while you rest. Sweet dreams, glitches and all.